find a way to strike from the centre. Up and down and round. Oh, no!
Now, Dan, it is Group C day featuring teams from California, New York, Atlanta, and more importantly, the hometown favorite, Texas.
Yeah, and I think this is perhaps the most tricky group to call, and I haven't really changed my opinion having seen the opening 2 games in this group, to be honest.
GNF, one of the main teams in the history of World Chase Tag in the United States, but they have been racked. No star player Davis Vasconcelos, Seth Rugi, another top player who's retired from the sport, Julius Porter injured, and Jared Ludi poached by none other than Apex. It is all down to Jake Migliorata, team captain and former Knight of Flight at the World Championship, to hold this new look team together. Sean Law sent in first for GNF, looking to make the tag, and he is a renowned tagger. It is always dangerous if you're trying to evade the long arms of Sean Law. But it's a pretty decent effort so far here from Atlanta PK Talons. In comes the improbably named JB Ninja Boy from a long line of Ninja Boys of Evans, Georgia. You may know they're a distinguished family, but can he trace down Sean Law, who goes under the mountain and tries to scramble away by the loading bay but can't get there? Gabriel Payne, team captain for the Talons. Nice foot placement on the tilted cube. Just dancing up there, but he can't make it work to get the tag. But he's still keeping himself in close attention. Quarter of the way through this one, and we are yet to see an evasion. As in comes Joseph Rizzo. Pretty circumspect start, wary, just waiting for the moment to strike. And Gabriel Payne by the ridge, and now he's got to go. Now he's got to turn on the jets, and the stumble came. How has he managed to recover? Well, he didn't quite recover well enough. I really thought he was going to pull that out of the fire for a moment. It has been non-stop tags in this game. We are yet to see a point scored. It could be a mistake. It could be a moment of magic that seals the win for one of these teams. But who's going to provide it? Could it be JB Ninja Boy, who goes under the ridge and up on top of the mountain? And Rizzo is chasing and descending and diving, and he gets his man, tumbles out of the quad in the same movement. But the effect is the same. He got what he wanted. Joseph Rizzo. Can he put his team ahead? No, he can't. Was it a little snipe on the hand?
It appeared to be so.
Gabriel Payne, Atlanta captain, can win it here. We have not seen an evasion yet. But if he gets one, then GNF won't have a chance to respond. And Sean Law goes through the little gap in the bars but can't make the tag. He's going to get another chance. It may only be one. Is it by the tilted cube? Yes, it is, and he makes it as well, and it swings around the other way. It's match point GNF now. In a team that has had so much of a roster change, rent asunder. Can it be one of the long-standing members, Sean Law, who wins it at the death for GNF, the former world finalist? He keeps looking and seeing Sukan scrambling, coming for him low, and swinging and missing, and Sean Law might nick it. It is at the very, very end. He has snatched victory just before it went to sudden death.
We never had a 0-0 in the entire history of World Chase Tag, and it was going that way between GNF and Atlanta PK Talons. We got 14 chasers through, no evasions. Not an emphatic win, but definitely a dramatic one. And then the hometown team, you mentioned, NoCap, led by Joey Adrian, even though he's not a captain, that's what the name's about. NoCap are very, very confident. They believe they're going to blitz this group, even though they're in there with GNF, who are former World Championship finalists.
Another of the Californian teams. They competed last year under the name Freedom in Motion. Jacob Blake looking to get the first point on the board for Hopsco as Nige Vernon launches himself into the tilted cube. We are told this guy is the fastest man on NoCap. Nobody can keep up with him on the streets, and he does look rapid, but he's not quite in position to get the strike there and make the move, and Jacob might get away with this. Nice move up onto the sisters, and that needed to be foot perfect to get away. Michael Franco from just down the road in Dallas. We're told he's quick as well, and that was quick, and that's a real quick spike. Team captain Mayan Oshan winding up, and then just half-hearted in the start. But now he's going to move through the gears. DeAndre Jones certainly is. Stops before he goes under the ridge and sets back the other way. And Mayan is following him. He is the carrot, DeAndre, and Mayan is the donkey. Oh, the donkey's gone Supermaning out of the mountain and fallen and stumbled. And he just trailed him along there for a while, DeAndre. Jonas Roulier looking to get hold of DeAndre. He's going to make the same mistake as team captain did. Because he just sort of teased him, and this is turning into a race around the outside, and that's not going to help him, but there's a chance there that he does not take, and DeAndre's away, across court to the ridge, and it might be 2 points now. And he does double up. They've turned it around. NoCap trailed. Now they lead 2-1. As Michael Franco looks to get after Jacob, and it's so aggressive again from him, but he doesn't make contact. The loading bay, and another real committed dive, but this one does find its mark. The one player who's not originally from California, from Phoenix, Arizona originally, goes through the loading bay and can't make contact. Michael Franco doesn't look like he's going to slow down, does he? This man has got speed, and he's over the mountain, uses that very well, but he's turned the wrong way. He turned into trouble there, and Seth Young was waiting. Nige was evaded in the first chase. It put NoCap in trouble, but he can win it for them right now with an evasion as Sean Reinhart tries to get hold of him. He's not going to outpace him, I don't think. Can he outthink him? Well, it's Nige who had the better of that one, and it's over the top by the ridge there, and he drops down on him, and he just got fingertips to him. Sean Reinhart can take this to sudden death with a point, but Caden Harbo can win it, and he should win it. Well, Sean's gone out of the quad entirely. That is chase over, but he only went out because he knew Caden Harbo was going to get him. NoCap win it.
That must be very disappointing for them.
Little tip for you guys, if you're looking to get an evasion in World Chase Tag, you've got to stay in that big square. It's 12 meters by 12 meters, it's big enough.
Atlanta Talons!
NoCap, I'm going to call them out right now. We got a little bit of beef with y'all from last year, you know. One of you guys came real hard at one of our teammates from Rowdy. I think it's a guy named Najee from NoCap. I understand you guys are strong, but you're not going to take it like you did last.
JB Ninja Boy chasing first for the Atlanta PK Talons from a long line of Ninja Boys, a distinguished family in the Georgia area. But it's a little slip there from Ninja Boy. It doesn't seem to have harmed. It looked like he had a chance, but then he slipped away because Michael Franco's speed got him away. And it's another despairing dive, and JB is not going to get there. He was slipping and sliding all over the place. It was not how he had it planned in his head, Fernando. Nige, look at this. We're told that this lad is so quick that nobody can keep up with him, and he really is rapid, but Sukon is trying to stay as far away as possible, and at the minute it's working, and it's a lovely little scramble under the sisters keeping that pace up, and Nige is doing lots of quick stuff, but he's not doing it anywhere near Sukon, and that's not good enough because he never really threatened to lay a hand on him. NoCap send in DeAndre. Now, he was key in their opening game against Hopsco. He had back-to-back evasions in that 2-1 win. But can he get himself on the quad here? Because he's got Anthony Walker in his sights, in the crosshairs, but he's getting further away. Has he missed his chance here, DeAndre, to get his hands on Anthony Walker? Because he goes by the front line, there's nothing to hide behind, but he just did enough over and over again.
DeAndre Jones doing a fantastic job, but he was just tailing them the whole time.
Well, are they relying on Joey Adrian despite his injury? Because they're in a spot of bother at 2-1 down. He sets off, little look over the shoulder as he glides around the front line and now just sails over the mountain. And Atlanta not getting close to him at all here. Joey Adrian, this is quite some run, goes centre court, up and onto the tilted cube. And my word, this is some controlled excellence from Joey Adrian to level the scores at 2-all. Joey Adrian looking to double up. Sukon sent in to try and track him down, and once again we see that flawless stuff from Joey Adrian bouncing off the outside, grabbing hold of that pole that allows him to turn and go back the other way. There's a slide through the bottom underneath the bars from Sukon, and that one did surprise Joey Adrian. It forced the error and he got the tag. What a contest we've got here, 2-all between NoCap and Atlanta, and Sukon goes under the mountain, and Michael Franco says, I don't want to follow you, I want to try and find a way to strike from the center, just like that, fires himself over by the ridge and gets the tag. This is swung one way, then the other. NoCap led, then they trailed 2-1. And Caden Harbo could win it 3-2 if he evades here. It is down to Anthony to stop him. There's a little slip, but it's not a fatal one for Caden. But now can he get away? There's a slap against the hand that was on the bar. One of those really frustrating snipe tags. It swung back round the other way, and now it's match point Atlanta. Their first match went the full 16 chasers, and they lost it in real tough circumstances. But this one ends 2-all, and that means we go to sudden death. The first time in this year's USA Championship. So it looks like it's going to be Sukan for Atlanta PK Talons, and Michael Franco is going to be chasing him down. Now, it's not necessarily a full evasion for 20 seconds. He just needs as long a time as possible, Sukan. Our first sudden death chase off of this year's USA Championship, and Sukan sets off, and Michael Franco's got him. It is a spike. It is only less than 5 seconds, and that is a nightmare situation for Atlanta.
Oh my God, Sukan Gray getting those wide eyes, seeing Michael Franco going up and over the ridge.
Caden only has to survive 5 seconds for them to win the match, and it looks like he's going to do it because Gabriel Payne, it was a mission impossible, and he smashes his fist into his hand in frustration. It is another heartbreaking defeat for Atlanta PK Talons, and look at the celebrations for NoCap Fernando. Atlanta PK Talons do get a point for that sudden death defeat, but it's 2 points that NoCap get to add to their victory against Hopsco in their opener. It looks like a shootout for the top of the table with GNF coming up for them.
That was intense. Talk to me. What was going through your mind? You only needed to surpass 4.8 seconds.
Yeah, so Franco came in clutch with that tag really quick. So when I got out there, I only had one job, which is to get away. If I get away from that back corner, I knew I was good. So in my head, I was thinking different directions I could go. Last second, I decided I'm going under the mountain. Stuck with it, went all out with it, worked out.
What did you guys?
That's my hero right there. This guy
That's your hero?
and Franco, they my hero.
GNF is a little intimidating in my heart just because I've been a fan for a long time. I love watching World Chase Tag, and I've always rooted them on.
Even if it's the first match, even if it's a practice match, this is the finals. Because you need to get into that mindset. If you think, oh, we can go a little bit easier right now, we don't want to gas ourselves, the other team might be going 110%.
To go up against them is both exciting, super exciting. We're not going to give it to them easy, that's for sure. And we're going to be there, and we're looking for win.
Let's go! In the blue corner, chasing first, Hopsco!
Seth comes in for Hopsco. His team from primarily California can't get hold of Lane in his first attempt, but there's plenty of time to force another. He's not going to do it that way as he crocodile slides, and look at that jump into the loading bay. Looked good, but didn't actually do anything for him. And Lane's able to wait a little bit of time for the lazy boy, and he wasn't entirely happy with the hop up onto the sisters, but Seth couldn't punish him. In comes Jacob Blake, the only man to pick up an evasion so far for Hopsco, but if he wants to get another one, he's going to have to make the tag on Joseph Rizzo. And clambers into the tilted cube, and he flushes his man out, and he does the same at the loading bay, but he's not getting an opportunity to strike, and that needs to happen soon. So he does make his move, and Joe Rizzo gets away over the mountain. Wow. In comes Adam Cole. It's only a 5-man team, GNF, so there is a danger that they could be tired out more than a 6-man team. In comes Sean Law. He and Jake Migliorata are the long-standing members of this GNF team, and Sean Law is known for how good he is as a chaser. You do not escape the long arm of the law, and Mayan Olshan does not there, does he? Sean Law goes under the mountain and waits for Aiden Service to come and meet him, and then decides that he doesn't really want to have a chat with him anyway, so he sets off around the outside. And now it's got to be pace. It's got to be pace to build up that gap, and he's got the pace of Sean Law, and it is turning into a race, but he comes centre court, and he wasn't expecting that Aiden Service. He has sent him one way and gone the other. Very, very clever stuff. It remains match point for GNF, and it is team captain Jake Migliorata, a former Knight of Flight and MVP from the World Championship, who can sort it now. And that's exactly what he does, because Sean Reinhardt can't get away from him. Migliorata using all his experience, and it looks, after a real tight one in their opener for GNF, they might have stepped it up a gear. It is 2 wins out of 2 for the New Yorkers, the former World Championship finalists and 2-time semi-finalists at WCT USA.
We do have a bit of a chip on our shoulder from not being in the 2020 or 2021 tournament, and we really wanted to make sure that this year that we have a place here. We took it kind of hard that we weren't able to represent our own city. I'm just really excited to just bring as much of that hometown pride to this game.
So long farewell, unfortunately, to one of the 2 teams who will be competing. It is down to the wire. One team will be advancing and one team will be packing it up. Let's find out who will be.
If Atlanta PK Talons do not come through with a win here, they go out of the tournament, and it would be a heartbreaker. Such a narrow loss to GNF, a sudden death defeat to NoCap. But any kind of win here against Hopsco will be sufficient for a spot in the playoff. Oh, Gabriel Payne starting out in the open, but now he heads to cover as Aiden's service forces him into cover, because it's a real aggressive start, stamping down into the loading bay. And off goes Gabriel Payne, and that's a big stride across that open court. And Aiden's service is looking dangerous, but not looking dangerous in close enough positions. And Gabriel Payne gets the point. Atlanta go into the lead. Mayan Olshan doing the breaststroke on the chaser's plate before he got going. Oh, beckoning him on, Gabriel Payne, as he goes round the front line with a little jog. And again, he invites him, come play, come meet me. And so he does, and maybe he'll think twice about doing that again.
Taunt once, shame on you. Taunt twice, that's gonna be a tag.
Seth Young, the man from Phoenix, Arizona. That's produced some decent chase tag athletes in its time, right, Fernando? But anyway, we'll talk about that in a second as Sukan Greg waits for him. And that has not gone to plan for Seth. No, nothing's going to plan. This man is scrambling all over the place, but not very effectively. And Sukan is just having a nice little stroll around the outside. What was I saying about Phoenix?
I know it's hot over there, but these bars are really cold.
Atlanta in uncharted territory here. They lead 2-0. Could they finally have a little bit of fortune going their way after being so cruelly denied victories in their first 2 games? Sukan going all the way around the outside, and Jonas is trying to win that race, but he slams into the bar with his chest, and it gives Sukan a couple of seconds, and again he's going to get the tag. It is back-to-back evasions, and both of them, he was just walking by the end of it. Mayan Olshan giving it Rodan's the Thinker, and they've certainly got something to think about, because they trail 3-0 here and are staring down the barrel of a group stage elimination, finishing bottom of this Group C. Sukan waits and waits and waits, and now goes under the sisters, and Mayan wasn't there to take advantage. And again, we see Sukan Greg. There's no tag made there. It is a hat-trick. 3 on the spin for Sukan Greg. The first time we've seen a hat-trick in this year's WCT USA. Halfway through the contest, it is 4-0 to Atlanta. Surely there is no way back for Hopsco. Aiden's service still has hope in his heart and rockets in his shoes. But JB races around the outside. And this could be 5-0, you know. This could be turning into an absolute procession as the Ninja Boy goes under the mountain, and the lead gets bigger and bigger, and Hopsco's hopes diminish further and further.
Jonas is gonna have to pull out a Kyle Soderman with 6 back-to-back evasions just to get this team up and winning.
Anthony sent in to win it, and a somersault to kick things off in this one. All well and good for the tricks, but can he deliver the tag? If he does, they're through to the playoffs. Steps through by the ridge and goes round the outside. And can he find a way to get this tag? Yes, he can. He bided his time. Atlanta, so cruelly denied victories against GNF and NoCap, do hit back, and hit back so hard to eliminate Hopsco.
Hey, mama, that's me on the big screen. Hey, tune in. We all made it. Hey,
yo, my mama in the crowd. My mama in the crowd. You know I can't slip up. Bro, I can't slip up. Mama in the crowd.
Nah, you better get that way.
I gotta get that done.
Hey, double again. Double it up. Double it up. Woo.
Huh?
That's my wife's legs.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you guys looking real good.
Bro, people out here worried about winning or losing, bro. I'm just worried about my highlight reel. It's already over, bro. Yeah, I already won.
So as far as our group goes, the scary name would be GNF, right? But GNF kind of disbanded. Jared's not there anymore, Seth isn't there, Davis isn't there.
We lost some members here and there, some people can't compete, but it doesn't mean GNF is out of the game.
Quite honestly, we're not worrying about it. Like, I think we're gonna blow through our group. We're NoCap. We come out here to have fun. We come out here to do our thing, to throw down, no worries. We're just gonna get the tags, get the evades, and go home happy.
Jake Migliorata leading off for GNF, and it's Michael Franco charged with trying to stop him. And it's an energetic start by the tilted cube, but Jake Migliorata's not there. And he's not there when he reaches out through the loading bay either. And off he goes. He's on his bike, Jake. Oh, and there's a reach out. I don't think that made contact, you know. I don't think it did. And can he make contact with the mountain? Yeah, Jake acknowledges that one did. Michael Franco just trying to get some air into the lungs after that exhausting opening chase. And it's Lane Camarada who's trying to take advantage of maybe a tiring Michael Franco, and it's a lovely little move all around the front line. Under the sisters down low, it's the high road that DeAndre takes, and he goes high again and tries to cut off that escape route by the ridge, and he can't quite do it. And oh my, I thought he nearly pulled that off. DeAndre's going all the way around the outside. Now here's the move. Here's a move, but then he sort of pulls out of it. Doesn't really commit to keep going. No point turning it into a chase around the outside that you might not win. That's how you do it. You wait and then you strike when the moment is right. No points as yet, but my word, we've been very, very close. Caden Harbo trying to get hold of Joseph Rizzo. Look at that bounce from the bar to the mountain, and he executed it better than Caden Harbo, and it's bought him time. And that time is ticking away, because he's now by the tilted cube, and this is so technically good. Look, you're the expert, Cole. Tell us, how good was that from Rizzo?
Joseph was perfect on that chase. However, did Caden hold back when they came up onto the mountain? For safety reasons, it looked like he potentially hesitated. Should he have gone through and gone for that tag?
Naiji comes in. Now, Naiji has been so quick when we've seen him, but it's looked a little bit unfocused sometimes. And it's that lovely move from the bars to the mountain again from Joseph. And Joseph again, look at the work he's doing up top. And again, Naiji, so quick, but not making the right decisions. He sails past Joseph Rizzo, and his pace gets him out of trouble, but only just. We were told at the start of the tournament that Joey Adrian of NoCap was nursing a foot injury. Now, they've called on him sparingly, but they've called on him when they've needed him, and he has looked really good. 2 thumbs up and a nod of the head from Joey Adrian, the main man for NoCap. But it is the main man for GNF, Jake, who makes the tag before he slips away under the mountain. And the ridge is where it starts for Jake, and it's going to continue around the ridge as he bounces off the mountain. But Michael Franco is quick, and Michael Franco dives. No tag given, not yet anyway. And Jake Migliorata up and down and round and no!
Oh my God.
Lane Camarada can win it and confirm GNF's spot in the quarterfinals. Goes around the front line as DeAndre looks to track him down. Nice quick work down low under the sisters, and he goes low under the mountain as well, and DeAndre has turned this into a tailing. He has to try and cut him off. He can't do it at the front line, and Lane decides to go cross court, and DeAndre does not get there. Wow. And that means that GNF complete another shutout win. It is 3 matches played, 3 matches won, 0 evasions conceded. GNF, the former world finalists, have really laid down a marker in the group stages here. NoCap said they'd blitz their group. They said they'd finish top. They were denied that top spot by GNF, but they will go through to the playoffs. And hey, there's a chance these two could go at it again later on in the tournament.